multiple crimes all across the state this last week.
We have good chances of rain and cooler temps on the way. Find out more in my first weather forecast.
And ENMU has events galore. All of that and more right now.
This is News 3 New Mexico, your local source for news, sports, and first weather.
Hello, and welcome to our second to last newscast of the semester. I'm Corbin Shaner.
And I'm Lyndon Cairo. Thank you so much for watching.
Federal and tribal law enforcement officials announced a major drug bust that took place on Monday, in which 37,000 fentanyl pills valued at nearly $1.5 million on the Pueblo of Isleta Reservation in New Mexico. The seizure comes as part of the broader federal efforts to combat the opioid crisis in Native American communities. In 2018, the Department of Interior established an opioid reduction task force led by the Bureau of Indian Affairs Office of Justice, specifically designed to prevent illegal narcotics from being distributed in and around Native land. The task force is a coordinated effort across multiple agencies and is putting its focus in 2025 on combating the trafficking of fentanyl through the use of partnerships with various law enforcement agencies.
At approximately 10:21 a.m. on November 18th, a Santa Fe resident reported a suspicious, possibly explosive device in their roommate's room. This led to a full response from law enforcement and the activation of the city's explosive ordnance disposal team. The severity of the situation led to an alert being issued to the surrounding community, urging the public to avoid the area and advise nearby residents to shelter in place and remain indoors. Shortly after SFPD arrived on the scene, they received backup from the New Mexico State Police as well as the Federal Bureau of Investigations. After obtaining a search warrant, officers entered the home and removed the device, which was safely transported away from the location by the EOD team. Following the removal, the entire house was canvassed by the crime scene unit. Authorities also made contact with the roommate in question when they returned to the scene shortly after. The SFPD confirmed there was no danger to the public and that no suspects are outstanding at this time. However, the investigation into the nature of the device and the circumstances of why it was in one of the homes remains active.
9th Judicial District Attorney Quentin Ray has announced that Alejandro Astorga Chavez has been sentenced to 15 years in the New Mexico Department of Corrections following his conviction on multiple felony charges, including trafficking a controlled substance, felon in possession of a firearm, possession of a stolen vehicle, and aggravated fleeing a law enforcement officer. These charges come from an incident on May 12th of this year in which Clovis Police Department officers responded to a report of someone firing a weapon. During the investigation, it was determined that Astorga Chavez was the suspect. After that, a search warrant was issued for his vehicle, where investigators found a hidden firearm, approximately 21 grams of methamphetamine, and other drug trafficking paraphernalia. District Attorney Quentin Ray said, This sentence reflects the seriousness of the defendant's actions and reaffirms the District Attorney's commitment to working with law enforcement to hold violent offenders accountable."
Well, nice weather we've been seeing, huh?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
I like that it's been cold, but not freezing to death.
Well, let this weatherman show you what's going on real quick. We have some rain south of Portales here moving up towards the north. I'll have more of my full weather forecast about our chances, but right now I'm not seeing nothing here in Portales. A little bit of cloud cover moving north, but like I said, more rain to come. Let's take a look at current temperatures across the state. We're seeing 55 in Albuquerque, 50 in Santa Fe. Here in New Mexico, we're seeing a current temperature of 59, 57 in Roswell, 56 in Clovis, 69 in Lubbock, Texas, and 68 in Hobbs, New Mexico. As we take a look here in Portales tonight, we're going to see 48 tonight with showers in the AM hours, winds out of the southwest at 5 miles per hour. I'll have more of my full weather forecast about better chances of rain and our Thanksgiving update on the weather. Back to you, London.
9th Judicial District Attorney Quentin Ray announced today that a Curry County jury has convicted Bronson Arrington, age 36, of receipt, transportation of a possession of firearm or destructive device by a felon and unlawful carrying of a deadly weapon following a November 14th trial. The case arose from events on March 23rd when the deputies with the Curry County Sheriff's Office responded to the reports that Arrington had brandished a firearm at two individuals on Hidalgo Road. Witnesses of the event stated that Arrington approached their vehicle with a handgun and pointed it into their direction before leaving the area in a black Ford F-150. Additional witnesses also reported seeing Arrington armed with a firearm later that same day. Deputies later located Arrington at a residence on South Prince. After initially refusing to comply with commands, he was taken into custody where a handgun was found on his person. Arrington's sentencing will be held at a later date.
A carjacking suspect has been arrested after a high-speed chase in Chaves County. At around 1 a.m. yesterday, the Chaves County Sheriff's Office received information that a suspect who had stolen a vehicle at gunpoint in Bernalillo County earlier that morning was traveling into Chaves County jurisdiction. When CCSO deputies and New Mexico State police officers located the vehicle heading south on Highway 285 North, they attempted a traffic stop where the suspect fled at a high rate of speed. Deputies were prepared for this and deployed a stop stick, which slowly deflated the tires of the car. The chase ended near the NMMI golf course, where the suspect fled on foot, but was quickly located and brought in without further incident and has been incarcerated at the Chaves County Detention Center. The Chaves County Sheriff's Office and the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office are working together on a multi-agency investigation to catalog the numerous laws broken across both counties. The stolen vehicle was secured by the CCSO and is pending on a search warrant. Today's newsreader pet of the day is Athena. This border collie is very loving and very clingy. She believes that it's her life's purpose to be as close as possible to her people and her puppy friends.
If you would like a chance to have your pet on the news on News 3, send a photo of them and something you love about them to news3nm@enmu.edu, along with their name, age, and other things you love about them.
Coming back to the break, Jaden Well's full weather report for you.
But first, let's take a look at today's financial market.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hope you're enjoying the day. I'm meteorologist Jaden Phillips, and let's take a look at the weather. Current temperatures right now across the Eastern Plains, 57 right now in Roswell, 59 here in Portales, Clovis at 56, Hobbs, New Mexico is going to be at 68, and Lubbock, Texas at 69 right now. Now let's take a look at our chances of rain here in New Mexico. It looks like monsoon season, mid-summer right now. We're seeing this long range of moisture moving from the southwest, coming into the northeast, northwest as well, across the whole state. Here in the Eastern Plains, we're not going to see much of the rain until the AM hours. Overnight tonight, we might have a couple chances of severe thunderstorms with those little red and yellow mixture right there. But other than that, rain is going to go down to Friday. So our nightly planner tonight, 6 p.m. tonight, we're going to have a little bit of rain. 53 is the temperature. 7 p.m. is going to be 51 with partly cloudy skies. 8 p.m., 52 with partly cloudy skies. As we take a look at our wind forecast, you're going to see winds are going to be dying down into the morning hours. We're seeing a gust of 5 miles per hour out of the south-southwest at 8 p.m. tonight, and then just dips down into the evening. As we look at tonight's lows, you're going to see freezing up in Gallup at 26, 35 in Farmington, freezing also in the state capital of New Mexico, 32 in Santa Fe, 36 in Albuquerque, and then here in the Eastern Plains, 39 here in Portales. We're going to see Roswell's going to be at 38 tonight, Clovis at 37, same as Tucumcari. Amarillo, Texas is going to be at a chilly 40, and then Lubbock, Texas is going to be at 44. As we take a look at tomorrow in Portales, we're going to see a daytime high of 56 with showers. winds out of the south-southwest at 10 miles per hour. As we take a look at tomorrow's highs across the state and the Eastern Plains, we're going to see here in Portales, we're going to see a daytime high of 56 tomorrow, same as Clovis, 59 in Tucumcari, 55 in Santa Rosa, 60 down in Roswell, and then 64 in Lubbock, Texas, 59 in Amarillo, Texas tomorrow. As we take a look at our next 48-hour chance of rain, you're going to see that tonight we're going to have a little bit, and then throughout the evening hours, you're going to see those scattered and most likely chances of rain. And then tomorrow afternoon, it dies down, and towards Friday, we are not going to see no more chances of rain into the weekend. As we take a look at tomorrow night's lows, you're going to see 42 in Farmington, 31 in Gallup, 43 in Albuquerque, and 37 in Santa Fe. Here in Portales, you're going to see 48 tomorrow. Clovis, New Mexico at 46, same as Tucumcari, 45 in Santa Rosa. Amarillo is going to be at 50, 57 in Lubbock, and then Roswell is going to be at 50 as well. As we take a look at Thanksgiving Day travel, it's 15 days away, but who's counting, right? We're going to see that mostly clear skies around lunchtime with 52 as a daytime high, and then dinner time, it's going to be 39 with mostly clear skies, perfect for turkey time. So we take a look at our 7-day forecast for Carlsbad. You're going to see tomorrow we're going to have the AM showers with the 43% chance, 64 as the daytime high and 43 as a low. Into the weekend, you're also going to see 68 on Sunday with 59% chance of AM showers, and then the low is going to be 53. And then in the weekend, it's going to be the 60s, 50s, and 70s with lows between the 50s and 30s. As we take a look in Roswell, about the same story. You're going to have AM showers tomorrow, the high of 59, low of 37. And then Sunday is also going to have that 77% chance of AM rain with 63 as a daytime high and 48 as a low. And then next Wednesday is going to be 53 with 33. Here in Portales, you're going to see tomorrow 59% chance of showers with 57 as a high, 39 as a low. And then Sunday, a 91% chance of rain with 59 as a high, 46 as low. And then next week, it's going to be nice in those fall temps in the 60s and 50s with lows next Wednesday at 29. So fall is really in effect, and we're getting those showers, especially throughout the weekend.
Yep, glad we're going to keep having that weather this week.
Join us with Jasmine after the break.
Welcome back to News 3 New Mexico. I'm Jasmine Simpson. On Saturday, the Greyhounds women's basketball traveled to Colorado to take on the Adams State Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are ranked third in the Rocky Mountain Conference and are looking to avenge their loss to the Hounds last season. The Hounds were coming off of a defensive win over the Ranger Rangers by a score of 80-52. The first half was back and forth, with a back and forth lead, both teams scoring evenly, and the half ended with the Hounds going into the break with a 27-24 lead. The Hounds' third quarter saw the lead back and forth again, with the Grizzlies taking the slim 46-44 lead. Both continued to battle through the fourth, and it came down to the 3-point lead for the Grizzlies. They held on to the win for the game. Once again, Chloe Dallas led the Hounds, scoring 17 points and pulling down 17 rebounds. Last night, the Hounds were in Oklahoma to take on the Oklahoma Bison. This was another close game, with the lead changing 10 times. The Hounds went to the half with 44-39 lead, but the Bisons opened up the third quarter to outscore the Hounds by 7 points. The Bisons held on as they ended with a 93-85 victory over the Hounds. The Hounds had 4 players scoring double digits, with Shea Musbury with 14 points. The Hounds are still on the road as they take on Fort Hays State in Wichita, Kansas. The Tigers have won both of their season openers and are currently ranked 9th in their conference. The Hounds and Tigers face off at 2 p.m. on Friday. The Greyhound men's team is starting this season with a couple wins and one close-fought loss. After losing by 3 to Fort Lewis, the Hounds came back and beat New Mexico Highlands by 20 points. The Hounds then stayed and went home to take on Eagles from northern New Mexico. The Hounds was the annual Kids Day, and the arena was packed with grade school students and lots of excitement. The Hounds took advantage of the day and came away with a 92-73 win. Austin Abrams led the scoring for the Hounds with 26 points, including 2 for 2 on three-pointers. Jose Moralo continued the impact for the Hounds as he scored 19 points and 9 and 15 from the three-point line. The Hounds are going to be back on the road for the next few weeks as they start their road trip at Northwestern Oklahoma State. The Rangers are currently at 1 win and 2 losses, but all three were fought hard with a lot of scoring by both teams. The Hounds will not be back at Steve Boyd Foundation Arena until December 14th when they take on Cameron. Eastern New Mexico Volleyball ended their season in Oklahoma this past weekend on Friday. The Hounds took on Oklahoma Christian. The Eagles won 3 matches to R1, but our Greyhounds were close in each match. The Hounds offense was led by outside hitter Sofia Valdez with 15 kills and 7 digs and 1 block assist. Junior middle blocker Maya Speller had 7 kills and 3 blocks. Speller hit a career high of 9 blocks. On Saturday, the Hounds went against Cameron University in a reversal from Friday's game. The Hounds won 3 matches to 1. There was 12 lead changes and 24 tie scores. Defensive specialist senior Monty Brown finished her collegiate career with a match high of 25 digs. Freshman Addison Barlett contributing 13 kills. Rodeo completed their final season in Childress, Texas for the Carlton Cartilage Rodeo. Men took 6th and women took 8th. Graduate student Jacob Walters competing in tie roping with Coder Prado. Waters put up 9.7 seconds in the long round. In the short round, he bested himself with 9.3 seconds. Walter officially moves to the top 10 region for roping. Mackenzie Durbody was the only woman to score for Easton. Durbody had a total time of 7.1 seconds in the long and goat tying. Saturday, she was 4th in the short go with a time of 6.7 seconds. Eastern is on the road. Eastern is on break for the next 3 months until the College National Finals Rodeo in Casper, Wyoming. There's preparation with 5 final rodeos coming up next spring. For the final time of this semester, that's all for me. Stay tuned for Corbin after the break.
Welcome back. Are you looking for something to do tonight? Eastern New Mexico's music department is hosting the Woodwind and Brass Chamber Music Recital tonight from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Directed by Dr. Sidney Schuler, it offers students diverse opportunities to engage with classical music in intimate settings. Chamber music, categorized by its performance of a small group of instruments and traditionally fitting within a chamber or large room, emphasizes individual artistry and collaborative musicianship. The recital will be held at Buchanan Hall in the Music Building on campus and promises to be a night of amazing music for sure. So make sure you go out and support your hounds.
Everyone deserves to have an enjoyable Christmas. Many families are not fortunate enough to provide gifts for their kids. While it can be super hard for them, we have a way to help these families get the gifts and dreams that these kids want and give them a normal Christmas. The Angel Tree is a tree with many kids, seniors, and people's names of all ages hoping to have a great Christmas despite not being able to afford it. It is held every year by the Salvation Army and helps many families each year. You can go to the trees, pick out a name or a few, and buy them their Christmas wishes. This is not only a wonderful way to give back to your community, but you can give someone the smile on Christmas that they deserve to have. There are many places here in Portales that provide an angel tree or something similar to that. Some of these places include Creighton's, Williams Livestock Ranch, It Takes a Village, and even Walmart. They all consist of families that would love to have a Christmas full of smiles and bonding.
With finals approaching, the stress can build up fast, but Eastern has plenty of events and activities planned to help you relax during Distress Week. This week runs December 1st through the 5th and kicks off its first event, Squishmallow Bingo, in the Cub lobby at 7 p.m., where you can play bingo, hang with friends, and try to win a Squishmallow. Then on Tuesday, you can warm up with hot chocolate from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and then wind down at the movie night in the GSSC at 7 p.m. Throughout the rest of the week, you can find even more events to help ease your mind, like slime making on Wednesday and ornament decorating on Thursday. Take advantage of any of these opportunities before you hit the books.
Are you a creative person looking for something to do this Thursday? You're in luck. Whether you're a crochet connoisseur, a knitting newbie, a doodle dreamer, or a watercolor wizard, we've got the perfect event for you. Located in the Reynolds Gallery in the Golden Student Success Center, every third Thursday of the month, join a fellow artist to join a fun-filled evening of fellowship and creativity from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Bring your supplies, tools, and creative energy. You can connect with others, share ideas, and enjoy a relaxing, inspiring atmosphere. Participants are welcome to bring their own creative projects to work on or join the gallery-led activity designed to spark inspiration. All are invited to create, connect, and explore in a welcoming space. For more information, contact Brian Hahn at brian.hahn@enmu.edu. This Thursday, the 20th Native Parade dancer Larry Yazzie brings culture to life through dance, music, and storytelling from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the Cub Ballroom. He will open with flute, shares the meaning behind his regalia dances, and brings the crowd into experience with interactive performances. It is sure to be an unforgettable night of energy, education, and celebration. For more information, contact Indigenous Affairs at portales.indigenousaffairs@enmu.edu.
Coming back to the break, we'll have one last look at the weather.
So make sure you stay tuned.
You know, I've been loving all this cold weather we've been having. Glad it's not like in the 40s yet.
I know. Can we get one last look at that weather?
We sure can get one more look at the weather and our chances of rain, as tonight we are going to see rain late with showers and 48 as tonight's high. and then winds out of the southwest at 5 miles per hour tonight. So it's going to be a nice rainy evening. As we take a look at Santa Rosa's 3-day planner, we've seen today had a daytime high of 64. Tomorrow's going to be 55 with cloudy conditions. Friday, 61 with sunny. As we move along to Roswell, New Mexico, you're going to see partly cloudy skies. They had today with a high of 61. Tomorrow is going to be 59 with partly cloudy skies. And then Friday is going to be at 65 with sunny conditions to start the weekend off in Roswell. As we take a look here in Portales, we had some showers this morning and possibly later tonight too. We had a daytime high of 64 today. Tomorrow is going to be partly cloudy with 62 as a daytime high, and then 68 on Friday with sunny conditions to start the weekend. So you're going to see a little bit of showers and then nice fall temps, especially with those 60s and 50s. And then into next week, we're going to be down in 29 as a low.
Wow. We better wear really thick coats then, huh?
I know, I'm really excited for just warm drinks and wearing warm clothes.
I'm excited for Thanksgiving next Thursday, and I'm a big pumpkin pie fan. So nice temperatures, cool, some coffee, perfect.
Yep, definitely sounds like it.
No, for real. I'm really excited for the warm foods too.
Well, it's been a pleasure working with y'all this semester. I'm really blessed to have you guys as coworkers, but not only that, but friends as well.
Yeah, me too.
I'm really glad I got to join.
Well, that's the news we have for you tonight.
Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you.
Think we can do like a back to the desk.
What? I'm confused. What do you want to do?
I don't have...
Ever wonder what it would be like to be on the deck of a torpedoed ship? Me either, but get ready to find out. Incredible video from cameras placed on an unmanned Norwegian frigate shows the moment it's hit by a submarine's torpedo, literally lifting the vessel out of the water in a spectacular blast. The powerful POV perspectives come courtesy of NATO, which shared footage of the military live-fire exercise which targeted the decommissioned ship. The Norwegian, Polish, and British Royal Navies all participated in the exercise, which was really just a flex to verify and tout military submarine might, but you have to admit it provided a surreal and stunning view that would only be obtained otherwise by being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Another target acquired by another predator in the water was the basis for a fascinating recent study that captured hungry wolves pulling off crab trap heists on camera. In 2023, officials with the indigenous Hailsuk Nation in British Columbia were trying to figure out who was tampering with bait traps deployed to help curb an invasive crab species. After cameras were set up at remote bait sites, researchers were shocked when video revealed the culprits were clever wolves seen pulling the traps from the water and cracking them open for a tasty treat. The resulting study, published in the journal Ecology and Evolution, suggests the wolves' ability to identify, capture, and infiltrate the traps could be the first ever documented example of tool use by wolves outside of captivity. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.